Well, welcome back, watch people. Now, a nice positive video today. I'm going to show you my latest summer toy in just a couple of moments. But before we do that, I've got a quick question that came through from one of my Patreons this morning, and he asked me a question about a grey market dealer that can supply him with a brand new Rolex, but all of these brand new watches that the grey market dealer has come without a box. Now, his question was, why is that, and is it okay? Now, the answer to that is actually very brief and very simple. The reason that a lot of grey market dealers don't always have the original boxes, i.e. the watch will come with its papers, etc., its warranty card or whatever, the watch itself, sometimes even the little plastic travel coffin that Rolex actually ship these watches out in. Now, there's a clue. Rolex don't actually ship their watches in boxes. So what it is, it's simply a matter of shipping. Okay, so wherever these grey market dealers are getting their watches from, if they're buying 20 at a time or 10 at a time, you can put 10 watches in those little plastic travel coffins in a parcel about this size. You can't do that when you're shipping the boxes as well. And whilst the boxes of course have value, and they certainly have value to the end user, to the grey market dealer, quite honestly, especially if they're dealing from trader to trader, they don't actually carry so much value. So that's the reason why some grey market dealers will have lots and lots of brand new watches, or technically pre-owned unworn watches, but they might not necessarily have the boxes. Right, now I'm going to take you and show you my brand new summer toy. Let me know what you guys think in the comment section below. Always interested to hear. Let's go and have a look. Join me at Brighton Marina, where I'm about to unveil my new summer toy. Yes, Mrs. Thorpe tells me I'm absolutely crazy and I'll probably sell it in a couple of months. Well, you know what, she may be right, but at the moment at least I'm thoroughly enjoying it. And like I said to you on the video the other day, guys, you know what, I want to try and go down a really positive route with my videos, and you know, just try and encourage you guys to enjoy your life. Do what you want to do, as long as you are not affecting, you know, your family. Obviously they must always be number one, but enjoy your life, guys, because you know what, we're not on this planet long enough to do anything else but. And if you're fortunate enough to be able to try and enjoy yourself, if you're looking for a watch and you're wondering whether you can afford it, do you know what, you're a long time dead. Go out and get that watch that you want. As I said, as long as you're not putting yourself before your family. That's just my personal opinion. So without further ado, let's see if I can adjust this and show you my new toy. There she is, the Can-Am Ryker Rally. This is a 900cc machine. I forget what the horsepower is. I'll try and remember to pop that up on the screen. It's an automatic, which is, it's okay. I mean, I'm not overly mental on the automatic side, but it's good fun. It's a real blast, and I don't really know how to describe it, in all honesty. It's sort of in between a bike and a car. It looks hugely unstable, but in fact it's not. It's very stable indeed. And I made a few changes to this. The bike's bike, whatever you want to call it, it's brand new. It's a 2020 model. I had a few little extras put on it, the comfort seat, comfort passenger seat, the Two Brothers exhaust, which I will show you in a minute. It's absolutely mental. I'm going to take you out for a ride on this in a moment, and I've got to tell you, this is the only machine that I've ever bought that I'm actually considering putting baffles in rather than taking the baffles out. This thing sounds absolutely crazy, as you'll find out in a few minutes. So let me tell you, what else can I tell you about this machine? So the cost of this little beast, as you see it, with the extras on the road, it's about £13,000. Going to be cheaper in the United States. Unfortunately, due to import duties, etc, etc, stuff's always a bit more expensive here in the UK. So about 13,000 on the road as you see it, but you can pick up this trike second hand for around about £10,000–11,000. I'm told there's only about 150 in the country, so there's not that many around, but they are an absolute blast. So what I'm going to do now is going to show you around it just quickly, let you have a quick look, and then we're going to jump on board and we're going to go for a quick spin. So of course the art now is trying to keep the camera in a reasonable state where it's not wobbling around too much. So I'll just try and have a little walk round for you and show you what it's all about. I love the back end of this. It's just a whole crazy thing. So that's sort of the position that you see when you're riding. Love that big fat back wheel. Obviously I'm going to cover up the number plate, don't want to be giving that away. Now top speed on this thing is about 100 and I think it's about 105 mile an hour. But I've got to be honest with you guys, I wouldn't fancy doing that. I've had this up to about 70 and it feels stable enough, but I'm not sure, if I'm honest, that I want to go much faster. It starts to feel a little bit unstable, although I'm told that it's not. I'm told that it's absolutely stable. It has, what's the right word? I'm trying to remember what it's called, but it has something that they have on boats underneath it. It stables it. It has ABS, obviously. It also has traction control, and there's a gadget in this thing that balances the two wheels, and for the moment, annoyingly, the name escapes me, but I'm sure you understand what I mean. So you've got indicators on your left and your right, obviously. You've got the bar end mirrors, you've got your spotlights, you've got your headlights. This here is storage, which is dead handy. The engine's under there. As I say, I had the comfort seat put on the passenger seat as well, so you just lift that up and you've got a seat for a passenger. I can tell you now that my grandchildren absolutely love this thing. I've had them around the garden on it and up and down the lane, and they absolutely love it. I think it's a real blast. Quite weird to actually turn on. You have to, it's a 4-stage thing. You have to 1, 2, you have to blip the throttle, put your foot on the brake and then press the start button. Otherwise it won't start. They say it's a bit of an anti-theft measure because just some random person sitting on it would really have no idea how to start it up, to be honest, although I've probably just given that away. But yeah, I thought you'd enjoy seeing that. What do you reckon? Tell me what you think. What's your opinion? Is it something that you'd like to own, like to ride? It's just a blast, isn't it? It's just a laugh, gents. That's what we've got to do. We've got to enjoy ourselves. And when you consider what we pay for our watches, £13,000, it's not, you know, it's not crazy, is it, really? Sometimes you look at watches and you think, where's the money? And then you look at something like this and you think, you know what, that's not too bad for the money. You know, it's like, that's a lot of kit for the money. Right, so let's get on. I'm at the car park at Brighton Marina. What I'm going to do is I'm going to take you around the car park. You'll see it's a bit of a blast, but I'm really interested to know what you guys think of this. And you know, if you like this type of video, it's something different, something positive, something upbeat. Right, so we're now on the GoPro, so I hope you're picking me up all right. This obviously has a reverse gear as well. You absolutely need it. Now I don't know how much you can pick up the exhaust sound on this mic, but the exhaust is absolutely crazy. Still can't get used to these car parks being as empty as they are. It's absolutely mad. Normally in Brighton this car park would be absolutely chock-a-block. So what we'll do is we'll get out the car park. As I say, we're at Brighton Marina. Now legally in the UK you don't have to wear a crash helmet on this machine, and you can ride it or drive it, ride it. I'm not sure if I'm driving it or riding it. You can ride this on a full car license. So if you've got a full car license, you can ride this with or without a crash helmet. I would never advise that you ride anything like this without, although I must admit the other day when it was absolutely boiling, I did just nip down to the petrol station without a helmet. It's about half a mile, and I just took it easy, sort of 20 mile an hour, just to see what it felt like, and it's a pretty amazing feeling, but not a habit that you want to get into. One of the advantages of this little machine is that people tend to let you out because they want to see what you're riding, which is kind of handy. And unlike a motorcycle where people are so used to seeing motorbikes, they'll often pull out in front of you. It's often, you know, it's not even deliberate, they're just so used to seeing motorbikes, their brain is conditioned to seeing motorbikes, and sometimes they don't always see them, if that makes sense. Whereas with this, it's something that the brain is not used to recognising, and therefore car drivers seem to notice it a lot better than they notice motorcycles. Now the engine in this machine is the same engine, or the same, not exactly the same engine, but it's the same manufacturer that's actually in my jet ski. It's Bombardier. They make engines for all sorts. I think they make engines for aircraft and just about anything that's a bit of fun. And on that note, my wife said to me, why are you buying a jet ski, or why have you got a jet ski? You can't swim. Because I don't swim, lads, okay? I mean, I'm a terrible swimmer. I swim like a brick. She said to me, why would you buy a jet ski when you can't swim? And I said, honey, look, every year you insist we get on a plane and go on a holiday, and I can't fly either. So this engine has different modes. At the moment I'm in sports mode. It has eco and just regular, sort of sensible mode. The sport mode, it softens up the traction control, etc. Lightens up the handling a little bit, and if you really hit the throttle, that back wheel will just keep spinning if you want it to. Not that that's my sort of riding, but it will do it if that's what you like. So there's the Ship Hotel on the right. That's where we had our watch show last year. And we're going to turn right here now and head up into the lanes in Brighton. People slowly but surely getting back to work, things getting back to normal-ish, wherever that is these days. But there's a whole heap more people around now than there was, you know, just a week ago. That's the Ivy, the famous restaurant. Just over here on the left hand side, I don't know if you can see it, Rag Yard. Now Rag Yard used to be Watches of Switzerland, and up and down these side roads here are a lot of jewellery shops and all sorts of different retail businesses. So the heart of the lanes is over to my left, but unfortunately it's all pedestrians, so we can't get over there. Brighton's become a very expensive city to live in these days, but I've got to tell you, it is a wonderful place, it really is. And if any of you guys watching this have never visited Brighton, particularly if you live in the UK, you know, I'd really recommend that you pop down for the weekend. The pier over on the right, and only yesterday I was on the other side of the pier on the water out on the ski. Right, let's get you onto a bit of open road and show you how this little beastie can perform. Now, being automatic, it's a bit weird because you can't actually rev it at traffic lights, for an example. So what we'll be doing in a moment, we'll be coming out of the 30 limit and we'll be into a 50, and then I can open it up a little bit. And I want to ask you guys a question. Since you've been watching my videos, I'm just wondering if any of you have actually changed your philosophy on spending, because you know me, I'm always talking about, you know, look, if you want something, don't put it off. If you can afford to do it, go and do it. Have any of you changed your philosophy? Have any of you actually gone out and bought something after, you know, watching my videos and thinking, you know what, Paul's right, I should enjoy my life while I can? It would be nice to know if any of you have actually done that. This is a weird machine. When you first get on it, you think, oh, I'm never ever ever going to get used to riding this. It's like, it's crazy weird to drive, but like most things, once you've been on them for about half an hour, 40 minutes, you know, you kind of get the hang of it a bit, and you know, you're up and running. Right, we'll be finally be able to open her up in a little bit, and the advantage with this is being quite low to the floor. You actually feel like you're going faster. So, you know, 40 feels like 50, 50 feels like 60. I think the weirdest bit on this machine is cornering. It does feel quite bizarre. This is when they start to feel a bit unusual, because I'm now used to laying a bike right over, but with this I find myself counterbalancing a bit. Right guys, unfortunately my GoPro actually ran out of battery at that stage. So anyway, look, I hope you enjoyed that. Let me know what you think in the comment section below, and we'll speak again soon.